Good morning, everyone. Treasure Troller here from the mask-wearing militant state of Michigan, where we have Gretchen Whitmer as a dictator and governor. If you don't believe me, just ask Kelly Stafford. So it's been a little while since I've posted something. Haven't really found a whole lot to post about. I don't like to just regurgitate the news. I like to try to find something, I guess, inside baseball kind of thing, rather than just chat about the news, with the exception of a bomb going off in a bomb-making class, which is kind of hilarious. So today I want to talk a little bit about CPAC and sort of the mainstream media response to CPAC, and really what it means maybe down the road, or how it kind of things look and seem a little bit similar on both sides of the aisle. So first, I thought Trump's speech was good. I think it was toned down a little bit. He's had time to, I guess, digest and accept things in a way that he can talk about it and not it seemed to be a rant. Also, his speech went for an hour and a half, and I challenged the dementia in chief to get up and speak for an hour and a half. Let's see how that goes. So, watching some of the response from the mainstream media, they refer to the Trump supporters, the Trump base, as insurrectionists, as white nationalists. A lot of ists involved. And they were talking about how it's rather ironic that they don't want to divide the Republican Party, but their allegiance to Donald Trump and supporting Donald Trump divides the Republican Party. And I thought that was kind of interesting. And I think the purity test for people running for office in some of the, flip regions or the 50-50 regions is going to be some sort of, are you an insurrectionist? Are you for the insurrectionists or against them? So I look for a lot of that to be laid on some of the Republicans that are running for office. They also were, what sort of got me thinking a little bit was this party division. And I don't really think that the Democrats have a lot to talk about here. I don't believe that all the people that voted Democrat wanted the Keystone Pipeline shut down, wanted all the jobs gone in Pennsylvania, want the border walls basically taken down and let anybody in. I don't believe they wanted that. I believe they wanted what Trump was doing. But I think by doing these type of things, and they obviously didn't want Kamala Harris as president. They wanted Kamala Harris as president. She would have won the Democratic primary, and then she would have beat Donald Trump in the general election. So she appeals more, Biden and all these things they're doing appeal more to the far left of the Democratic Party. So I think they're dividing the Democratic Party themselves. And I think their purity test is going to be, are you going to be a lot more of what we've been getting, or are you going to be different than that? So I'm not sure that the Democrats have a whole lot to talk about, and they shouldn't be, I guess, hoping against the split of the Republican Party or voters, I still have yet to believe that people, even if they didn't vote for Donald Trump, it wasn't a vote for a Democratic candidate. It was a vote against Trump. And I seriously don't believe this is what they wanted. I think the Democrats have a much bigger problem with this far left side of the Democratic Party running things and losing a lot of voters than the Republican Party does having people that support Donald Trump. Because in 2 years, it's going to be about open borders, it's going to be about losing these jobs, and it's going to be about the economy. So I'm not real sure the purity test that they're going to put on Republican candidates is going to fly all that well. You know, are you a insurrectionist or not? Well, what I'm for is getting jobs back and border security. Yeah, that's it. That's a done deal. There's just no more discussion. So I think for all the talk and maybe the giddiness that the Democrats have over this, I think they're headed for a big surprise coming up in a couple of years. So a couple other things real quick. I happen to be watching on Amazon Prime or on Showtime through Amazon Prime the Tudors, the reign of, I guess it's Henry VIII. And in the first season, they talked about people were dying from the sweating sickness. And it was actually a virus. Hanover virus or something like that. I can't remember what they called it. If anybody needs to know exactly, just let me know and I'll put it in there. But anyways, it was a respiratory virus that people would start feeling ill and weak, and within a few hours, they would die. No ventilators. Probably worse in New York. But anyways, they named the usual suspects. To this day, they don't really know what caused the virus. They relate it to that virus, but it's not like the science says it's like this virus. So poor sanitary conditions and rats. So we've went from rats to bats, and it just eventually sort of ran its course. No known origin and no cure for it. So that's what you got to look forward to, people. And after a few years, well, more like 80, it just kind of disappeared. So I know I had something else I wanted to talk about, but I forgot what it was. You're in downtown beautiful Fremont, Michigan. If you have a small child, infant, and you're feeding it Gerber baby food, well, it's made just right down the road. It's a nice little town in West Michigan. I'd live here. A lot of cows, a lot of farm area. Smells like cow manure during the summer. So with that, this is Treasure Troller saying aloha and good day.